When it comes to your personal finances, making a list of your debts can be one of the most important and hardest things to do. To begin with, you should know that having debt is common and it's normal to have debt on large purchases like a home, car, or to pay for college. However, it is also important to not have more debt than you can handle and to have a plan to pay your debt. If you focus on paying down debt, then you can save money by reducing the interest and fees you pay. This will shorten the time it takes to pay off your debt. With this in mind, let's go over a few steps to help you create a debt repayment plan. If you are like most people, you probably have an idea of what your outstanding balances are, but it is best to know exactly what you owe, who you owe it to, and specific details of your debts. The first step is to gather detailed information about your debts and creditors. Creditors are the people or businesses that you owe money to. Your debts can include student loans, credit cards, bank loans, home loans, car loans, medical bills, and past due bills now in collections. A great resource to find information about your debt is your credit report. You can review your credit report as often as once each week by visiting annualcreditreport.com. Once you have reviewed your credit report and gathered information about your debts, including any personal loans you may have with friends or family, you can make a list that includes details for each debt, such as the creditor's name, the interest rate, the monthly payment amount, and the current balance. With this information, you can make an intentional plan to pay your debt. While there are many ways to approach paying your debt, two common ways many people use are called the debt snowball and the debt avalanche. With the debt snowball, you should list all your debts in the order of smallest balance to largest balance. Then, you should plan to make minimum payments on each debt except the smallest debt. Any extra money you have for debt repayment each month should be paid towards the smallest debt only. For example, let's say you have debts for a store credit card, bank credit card, car loan, student loan, and mortgage, and can pay $110 more than your minimum debt payments each month. You would add the $110 to your payment towards store credit card debt, which has a minimum monthly payment of $15. Doing this would allow you to pay $125 per month towards your store credit card debt. When you have paid this debt off, then you move on to the bank credit card debt. Apply the $125 to this debt until this is paid off. For your next debt, you would have $225 extra each month to apply to your car loan. Pay this amount monthly until this debt is paid off. Keep doing this with each debt until you have repaid all your debt. Many people like the debt snowball method because it helps to pay debts back quickly, which can help with motivation to continue with debt repayment. Another option is the debt avalanche. With this strategy, you should list all your debts in the order of highest interest rate to lowest interest rate. Then, you should make minimum monthly payments on each debt except the debt with the highest interest rate. Any extra money you have for debt repayment each month should be paid towards the debt with the highest interest rate only. Let's continue with the example that you can pay $110 more than your minimum debt payments each month. You would add the $110 to your payment towards your highest interest rate, which has a minimum monthly payment of $15. Doing this would allow you to pay $125 per month towards your debt with the highest interest rate. When you have paid off the debt with the highest interest rate, then you move on to the debt with the next highest interest rate. In this example, take the $125 and add it to the $100 minimum payment for your bank credit card for a total payment of $225. Make these payments until the debt is paid off. Then take this $225 payment and add it to the next debt. Continue to add the extra payments until you have repaid all your debt. Many people like the debt avalanche method because it helps you pay less in interest towards your debt than using other payoff plans. The debt snowball and debt avalanche methods are great options to have, and either method may work for you. However, your debt repayment plan should be specific to your situation. A few resources you can use to help you create a debt repayment plan include powerpay.org and the National Foundation for Credit Counseling, nfcc.org. If you'd like to get started with creating a debt repayment plan, contact your county's financial educator or email the Financial Security Program at finances@extension.wisc.edu.